everybody, this is the Flying Turk with another review video for you guys, and today we are taking a look at Aerosoft's CRJ 700. This plane is bundled together with the 550 and well, this one, the 700. These are the two you get in the base package. They're very similar to one another. Literally the cockpit is the same, everything on the inside is the same. Exterior is also practically the same. The 550 is just a tad bit shorter. You can feel it on landings, but generally they're the same plane. Like everything is the same, how you operate them, nothing different. But anyway, let's jump into the review, guys. We're gonna take a look at this beautiful plane today, but before we do that, let me tell you a little bit about the history of this plane. The Bombardier CRJ 700 series is family of regional jet airliners that were designed and manufactured by Canadian transportation conglomerate Bombardier, formerly Canadair, officially launched in 1997. The CRJ's 700's maiden flight took place on the 27th of May 1999. It was soon followed by the stretch CRJ 900 variant, which you can by the way also get as an add-on together with the 1000 on top of this, which we will talk a little bit later about. Several additional variants of the type were subsequently introduced, including the elongated CRJ 1000, the CRJ 550, and the CRJ 705, which were modified to comply with scope clauses. The CRJ program was acquired by the Japanese corporation Mitsubishi Heavy Industries in 2020, which ended production of the aircraft. So that's a little bit of a history on this plane for you guys. You can find a lot more on the internet, but a short history. Let's say it's a lovely little plane. It got a lot of hate from the community. Before I got this, I was very hesitant on getting it because I saw all the, I don't want to say shit talk, but people talking bad about this plane on the web, on multiple forums. But honestly, it's not that bad, gotta say. Definitely there are better planes out there for your money. Definitely I can agree with that, but it ain't bad, guys. Just let's take a look at the engines, for example. Take a good look. Okay, I get why people don't like it. There are some, how do you name it, pixelated textures on it. But honestly, in general, I'm not gonna do this in the flight simulator. Like, I don't care about this. There are some texts that are even readable, which is very nice. But generally, we're on this distance, right? So it doesn't matter too much, at least not for me. The important thing is it needs to fly good. It needs to feel nice while flying. That's an important thing as well. And the most important details are there. Like you get all the rivets. They're not modeled in all, but like there are some screws if you get very close to it. But if you take your distance, yeah, you can see that a little bit. The wings are very nice. They look high quality. Only here you get a little bit of a few bad textures, if you ask me. I wish they did this a little bit better, but anyways, like I'm not gonna go do this with the wing anyway, right? I'm not gonna stay here, I'll fly it. But sometimes for like a nice wing view, like this is a nice view I like to do sometimes while flying somewhere around here. Let's take a closer look at the front landing gear, for example. Landing gear looks nice. You got some shocks, you got some thingies going on. Wheels look okay to me. This part looks a little bit wonky. It could be better, but like I said, who's gonna go in here and look at this? It's important that it looks nice from a distance, at least if you ask me. This plane performs very nicely. It doesn't have a big hit on frames per second like many other add-on planes have for me. If you're on a medium to low end PC, this is gonna be super nice to have and super nice to fly. Even the pilot tubes are nicely modeled. There are some texture glitches going on, as you can see, but that's fine. It's probably a little bit of the weather. Generally the reflections look nice on this plane as well. As you can see, the sky is nicely reflecting off it. Let's take a look at the slats. Oh, by the way, here we have the landing lights, also look nicely modeled, if you ask me. Let's take a look at the rear landing gear, or the main landing gear. We've got some nice hydraulic lines. Oop, if we get too close they disappear. Seems like first time I've noticed that. These struts are also nicely done. I wish they put a little bit more attention into the springs like the CRJ, or like the ERJ from Flight Sim Studios, but it's fine. It does the job, that's important. It looks nice. It doesn't look like certain Asobo planes. I'm not gonna name them 787, but something that's better than that. Got another tube here over here. Fuel drain, okay. First time I see this. Nice. First time I read what it is, better said. I've seen it before. At least it states what it is. This is hot. Okay. But yeah, it's overall nicely modeled plane. This is where APU would be. You cannot go inside and see anything, but that's where it would be. This is the exhaust. Engines look nice as well, if you ask me. Very nicely modeled, nice shape. You can even see the fan blades like shining a little bit. But it's very dark in there, so it's difficult to see. Here we have the air intake for the APU. Here we have our tail, our ailerons. And just for this, I love the Lufthansa livery. The black looks just super lovely. Okay, we will go into our cockpit a little bit later and show you some party tricks with this plane. But let's just warp ourselves inside. And, well, the inside is a little bit disappointing, gotta be honest. For this price point, I would expect a lot better interior for this plane. It's not even accessible. You need 10 to the drone camera to see this. We have something reminiscent of a cabin, but it looks like FSX textures, man. Like 50 euros, I would expect better. But anyways, this is what we get, guys. At least we have some windows so that we can do... Well, this is not the correct place. Here would be a little bit better. So that we can do this, but... Come on, Aerosoft. Look at how janky these lines are. Tuk, tuk. Even Sobo done a better job. Like, when we pay money for something, I just want it to be better than this. At least we get it, but I hope it would be a lot better. I'm a little bit disappointed in this, but it is what it is. Generally, we're not gonna hang out in the cabin, but I appreciate a nicely modeled cabin, especially like I said for this price point. In the back we got nothing. This is the cargo hold. Okay, let's warp out again. I will move into the cockpit now. There we go. This is the cockpit of the CRJ 700. This is literally the same as the 550, the 900 and 1000. Nothing different in here. Very similar cockpits. We even got a heads-up display, which I very much like. Press it here, it drops. Last day I figured out how to turn it on. Now I don't know anymore. But that's fine. It's a very simple plane. Not too many buttons going on top. It speaks for itself. There are some buttons over here, but don't get overwhelmed by it, guys. They all speak for themselves. If you know what is what, then you can save yourself in it. If you know how to fly a Airbus and a Boeing, well, you will feel at home in here. We have an EFB over here, which you can turn on by clicking on it. We've got a nice yoke, and you cannot get rid of the yoke, but you can drop it down, which is a good idea if you ask me. Having it still here instead of having it removed, this just looks a lot better. And like I said, this is the door which you cannot open, but generally it's in a nicely modeled cockpit. I have nothing to complain about this. Like, there are some people on the web I've seen that are complaining about like these things, how it is like straight lines, but honestly it doesn't matter for me. Also with this, that it has straight lines, so be it. Like, for the price, okay, I understand why people are complaining, but yet still, it's nicely done. This was the first study level or high fidelity plane in the game, so like, I'm not complaining too much about it. By the way, let's fast track turn this on. so that we can show you a takeoff performance later on the road or later in the review. Like, look, this is the EFB. You have some basic checklists which are very useful. With performance calculator, you can go to aircraft, you can open up the door, you can open these things, you set chokes, you can control the cabin lights even though there is not a cabin. You can connect this, open up everything. And let's show you how this looks. We have the nice stairs over here. So the stairs are lovely. Oh, wait, let me do this for you so you can see it a little bit better. This is nicely modeled. I wish everything was at least this quality, you know, like the stairs look. But anyway, it is what it is. Here we got the cargo door opened up. And honestly, seeing this, it would suck to load this plane up. It's a very small opening, but a very small cargo hold as well. But nice design how it hinges out. I've never seen this before. There's even like a protection that it wouldn't scratch the body or scratch the paint. Here we have the other door opened up. And by the way, if you want to go to a jetway like there's over there, you can do it with this plane. You can do it on this side, you just open up the stairs, or you can do it on the other side if there is a jetway on the right side. I've never seen that, but it would be practically or technically possible since this door opens up like this. This is an emergency exit that doesn't open. Yeah, that was it for the doors. Oh yeah, by the way, we also have the service door. Excuse me, I thought I said that this was a cargo compartment, but no, this is a service door. But it would practically be possible to load up cargo in here as well. I wouldn't be shocked if airlines do that. The only thing that I've noticed with this plane, when you request the GPU, it spawns like literally in the plane. Like, this could be a little bit better, but sure, I'm not gonna complain too much about that. Let's move into our plane. Let's press ready for taxi. Let's close this up, because we want to show you the takeoff performance of this plane, how it sounds and how it behaves. And I forgot to tell you, but this plane also has reverse thrust, guys, which allows you to get into some smaller airports and stop very quickly. Oops, not cold and dark. And for what it is, I have been able to butter this plane a lot. It's a butter machine. It's very nice to fly. I have not taken it yet on long flights. Like, I've not messed around with the FMC or any other systems. I've not even done a cold and dark on this one, which I'm gonna learn very soon, guys. So be patient. When I've learned it, I will do a video for you guys. I will take it out on FatSim streams as well, because it's capable. There's all the systems that you would need to do that. But I just haven't taken the time. I'm a little bit addicted to flying to Phoenix and ERJ by Flight Sim Studios, which I love. Wait, let me turn up game volume so you can hear this.
In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees.
Here you can see our engines have started up. You can see the heat wave coming out of them. Lovely effect. This is by SimFX. It looks incredible on this plane. Better than the base Asobo heat blur. And I don't know if I said it, guys, but today we're at Köln Airport. Okay. Let's do a Russian pushback and show you the reverse thrust as well. There we go. Looks lovely. A nice detail inside. And it's quite powerful. It's powerful enough for this plane, let me say it like that. It's not a 737 reverse thrust, but it gets the job done. Like, as you can see, we gain quite a lot of speed. We can cover a lot of ground. Do a little bit more. And guys, gotta say, this is probably the king of ground handling. It's super easy and super nice to fly. super nice taxi as well.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree 2 right using taxiway Mike Bravo Alpha Echo cross runway 24 Alpha Charlie November Mike.
Okay, we will taxi to our runway at this point and show you a little bit of the takeoff performance of this plane, how it takes off, how it sounds, and how it I want to say how it feels, but you will probably not be able to feel it, but at least have an idea. Okay, let's go. Oops, I touched the parking brakes. Nice. Let's give it full throttle. This is definitely not how you do it, but... Okay, in the meantime, while that's being done, let's show you full flaps. So you have an idea what you can expect. These are the speed brakes or the spoilers. Retract them. When you do reverse, they extend a little bit more. There are a few spoilers over here as well. Reminds me a lot of the 727 and how it looks from the rear, with the spoiler or with the flaps down. The slats extend a long way as well. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, we're gonna cheat ourselves on here a little bit. This is not the way to taxi, but we're doing it anyway. No. Laps 2 should be nice for takeoff. You can see the aileron trim as well. I love that you can literally see it moving. A lot of planes do it as well, but it's not as pronounced as this one. Here you can see it very clearly. Okay. Let's go for a takeoff, guys. I'm gonna put up game volume so you can hear this. Center.
Charlie November Mike, you are not cleared to take off.
We will not clear to take off, as you state. We will request any clearance.
Attenauer approach Delta Alpha Charlie November Mike is type 1 miles east of Attenauer 500 feet. Request flight
Since the since I've been flying the MD-82, I literally got in love with these types of planes. How they handle, how they look, how they sound. This is really my cup of tea now. Before I was into the big airliners, you know, like the 777 or even the 737, I really loved it. Damn, these small regional jets are super lovely to fly. Like you get all the performance and all the fun just in a smaller package, and you can enter a lot of airports super easily. It's a lovely plane. See, Aerosoft did a very nice job modeling this plane, putting it in the sim. The performance is nice, it handles nice on the ground, it's very fun to fly. I love hand flying this plane. I love doing hand flown landings in this plane as well. It's not the best, gotta say. Like something like the ERJ is a lot better for like smaller regional flights. Even the Phoenix A319 is very nice for doing short hops, you know. Like it's the perfect plane for that. But this has different looks. It has different characteristics. Let's say a very good plane, guys. Is it worth it? For me, yes. First, I was thinking that it was a crappy regional jet, you know, like the name states, CRJ. But after flying the Embraer E170, 175, 190, 195, name it, I fell in love with the regional jets, and I honestly would recommend it to you guys as well to try it out. You will have a lot of fun with this plane. If you don't like to recreate regional jet flights, you can even use it as a business jet. Get a full black livery and fly Sinotia or something nice. You can literally use the Global 6000 because it's based on that plane. Why not, right? But let's try to do a landing for you guys as well while we're in the air, and then we will wrap up this video for today. Some crazy bank angle. Oh, we got really far. I will put up a little bit more game volume for you guys so you can hear what's going on. Okay, let's give her some trim. We're going back to the same runway we took off from. We could also use the smaller one, but I want to do a nice butter landing with this one to show you guys how easy it is. Like, this is a proper butter machine, at least for me. You can see them flaps extending as well. You're going a bit too fast. Let me deploy spoilers for you. See, I love the looks. That's also a big selling point of this plane. The looks. The sound design is a little bit disappointing, I gotta be honest. I've read better planes in the sim, but it gets the job done. You can get some sound packs online from third-party developers, which are very nice. I've checked it out on YouTube. I would recommend you check it out as well. I might get it for the engine sounds, but I ain't so sure yet. First time thinking about getting the 900 and 1000 variant of this plane to get the elongated fuselage to see and feel how that is. Because from what I've read on forums, people say that the 900 is okay, but the 1000 really flies nice. You can feel it being big and sluggish and a little bit slower, which honestly I like flying those types of planes. As you know, this 737 is one of my favorite planes, which is also a little bit sporty, yet it's a little bit heavy and sluggish, which you can definitely feel. Okay.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ah, it was not a butter landing, but
That was close.
yeah, that was close. True, it was not my best landing. Normally I'm landing it a lot better, but now my mind is at making this video as well, right? Excuse me, guys. 234 feet per minute, not my best landing, but we tried. Anyways, that was it for the review for the CRJ 700. We will take a look at the 550 later on in another video as well, so that you can guys see and compare it for yourselves and have a better understanding of, you know, what it is and what it's all about. Soon we will take a look at the 900 and 1000 as well, but that's a video for another day. For now, we will keep it at the 550 and 700, learn the plane a little bit, and then later upgrade to the larger models. I hope you guys enjoyed this review video. If it's something you liked, please feel free to support my channel. Leave a like, comment and subscribe to support me on this YouTube journey. But for now, guys, I'm gonna wish you safe flights, safe landings, and see you guys in another video. Thank you for watching as always, and bye bye.